Okay, so just getting DCS up and running again after a short break. Welcome back, Kebab. Sorry if it took me so long there. I just wanted to very quickly do a quick sanity check on what I was getting up to, make sure it wasn't totally dumber than a bag of hammers. Congratulations, I'm not a complete moron. I figured that most of what I was doing was right. On the basic intuition of, yeah, I know my mic's quiet. Hang on. My wife has turned in for the night, so I do have to watch the volume of my voice. So I'll turn DCS down a bit so that you guys can hear my mic okay. Is that any better, Kebab? Okay, so I'm practically eating my mic now. If that's not good enough, it's never going to be. Let's see if you can hear me when I've still got engine noise going. So as you see there, I'm joining the Ravens training ground just to see if I can get myself back up and running, so fingers crossed. To keep in an effort to keep the noise down and my attention high, I am not currently monitoring my Discord server. I will just be looking at the chat on YouTube. So if you need to get a hold of me, you will have to be on the YouTube chat. I figure it's the most accessible. Actually, that doesn't sound good. Nice. Okay. So that's down and locked. Step 1. Let's fingers crossed because it's starting to get dark now. So first of all, let's get my track IR set so I can look down. Okay, so step 1, we need light. So battery, generator, and APU.
Warning, 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 warning.
Go away. Right, so my generators and the shower are on. I know, that's cool. Cool story, brah. Server. Ethan, sorry for the late reply. Yes. Thanks for coming in. Kebab. Let me find the name of the server for you. That's great. It's the Raven server, apparently. Raven's training Harrier. There you are. I think if you don't have a Harrier, you might have a hard time. There we go. Need fuel. Not gonna get very far without that now, am I, Douglas? Oh man, Kebab, I'm sorry to see that. I honestly did think that was gonna happen. Kebab, sorry. This is the only server that's found that seems to work for me, so I'm gonna have to stick with it, but you have my word that if I can find a server that I'm happy with that has what we need, we'll go with it. Oh wow, DCS just crashed. Huh. Well, there we have it. The joys of running beta software on a brand new game. Ah, there we are, Ethan. I recognise you now. To be perfectly fair, BMS on a server is flaky as hell. Me, on the other hand, DCS, I will give them the credit where they're due. Their netcode isn't that bad. It's not a complete bug fest. So now I just have to figure out how to make the damn thing work. Crash Lobby is sitting in there. Very good. Can't wait to watch his 1 minute AV8. Oh, the whole server went down. Oh, that explains a lot. Everyone's flying in AV8s. I have seen other aircraft in this server that I'm flying in right now, the one I just noticed. So hopefully that'll be it. As I said, expect a lot of hanging around on the ground while I figure out how just to ramp start the thing. I'm going to consider myself lucky if I can take off and land tonight. Let's get the loading lap done. Yeah, A10s. Yeah, this one should be much more easily for y'all. Yeah, plenty of stuff in the server for you. So, yep, there's weapons, there's targets. I'll tell you in a moment, Kebab, once it turns up. Alright. Right, you crazy cats. This is the Sierra Hotel training mission, Autumn. It should be fairly near the top because it's a fairly populated server. Here we go. And it's daylight, which is not the worst news in the world. Revan, Ethan, whatever you want to call yourself, DCS Open Beta took me all of about an hour to download, so it's free to do. Your brain will thank you for it. Okay, so excellent. Locked. If I can get up, then that's what it's gonna be.
Warning, warning.
Yep, that's cool. Yeah, it's not massive, Kebab.
Warning.
And yes, you need to have the open beta. Yeah, it doesn't take long.
Warning. Warning.
Noted.
Warning.
Hangar door that refused to open. That was nice of it. That's more like it. Okay, so yeah, I'm not the smartest guy. It's the smartest. I'm not the sharpest knife in the drawer sometimes, Nick. Okay. No problem, Revan. Do what you can when you can, man. Excuse me. thank you, Kebab. Just get rid of all the chat.
Warning, 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 warning.
Apparently, I just shut my engine down. That's a strange. Give it a few minutes, Kebab. What it'll do is if it can't get the torrent working, if there's not enough people providing it, then it'll switch to HTTP. Which of course is not as fast, but it is at least working. This is very weird. Need to find a better way to do the startup procedure because this is pissing me off. Okay, I think I've got it. Okay, we've got some stable DCS and fuel cut-off. Fuel pumps proportional and both pumps are forward. Fuel cut-off is down. The DCS was the only thing I was missing there. Yeah, there we go. the digital engine management, DECS is the only thing I forgot there, so thank you very much for that. I think I'll need that ejection seat as well. Get used to seeing that up the screen quite often. Okay. There we go. Bill, thank you very much, man. You are a lifesaver. I would have missed that switch so many times. I'm going to tilt this camera up just a little, ever so slightly, because it keeps... Okay, wow. That was nuts. Okay, so... we'll force the flaps to stall. Set on the automated system to on. The lights are are on visible. And don't need that. We will just align the ground. I don't know how long I'm supposed to do that for. Set 2 degrees nose down. Okay, fair enough. You shan't be cat. Awesome. Hang in there, kebab. Bill, you are going to be I can tell you're going to be a star for me. Give that man a medal. Some people read manuals, kebab. That's the simplest answer. Not everyone's a hero. Or rather, some of them wear capes. For all I know, maybe he's a former Harrier driver. I don't know, but he seems to be making sense. Yes, we got a 40 degree. Nope, I'll just hold short on me here. Because bouncy bouncy. And that is why you look both sides of both ways before crossing the roads. Let's just see just how optimistic this little trip was. This trip's going to turn into. Holy crap. Good luck, buddy. See you in a moment, Kebab. Oh, lag. Don't like lag. Lag makes me nervous. Lag makes me think I'm about to lose something, or I'm about to get kicked off or something. Aw, don't kick me off the server, guys. That's just a dick move. Just when you thought it was safe to carry on in the Harrier. And honestly, I've fudged my way through.
Caution, caution.
Oh, lag makes me nervous.
Caution.
Great. I appear to have used all of my H2O in that lag spike. Okay. Now time to see what this thing can really do. Probably should have had the anti-skid light, the anti-skid wheel brakes on. There's a Tarawa. I'm assuming it's a naval vessel of some description anyway. Okay, so that's cool. Whatever that button is, seems to just lock it right onto my flight vector, which is handy as hell, by the way. I just said carrier, I didn't say... I may have said Tarawa before because I assumed, but all I saw was a smokestack. Probably that should have been the giveaway that it was in fact because nets off. Good question, Raven. I'll find out as soon as I offload some of this aircraft and ordnance. Okay, let's get ourselves comfortable. Okay. Oh no, don't you dare. I don't like freezes when I'm pointing at the ground, that makes me nervous. The DCS servers are really complaining, I think, from all the people loading in. I'm probably about to die. Yep. Lasai. Okay. Let's try something a little bit quicker and a little bit lighter weight. We can but hope they're that guy. Right. I think I'm going to travel light this time. Okay, Andy, so. Yeah, I'll believe that when it happens, Raven. So for step 1, DCS on. Step 2, fuel shut-off lever on. Step 3, fuel pumps all the way forward, not backwards, that's dumb. Right click for these. And probably would like to breathe, so let's have the oxygen on, why not, right? Battery power on, generators on, APU on. Yes, Revan, Tomcat by Christmas. Quite exactly which Christmas it will be is another thing. That guy is the AV8B night attack variant here is capable of carrying the lightning pod, the same one that is modelled in DCS for the A10. C. Yeah, I know. Yes, Revan, I know what you said. But this is DCS. They don't always behave. I know it does, man. Hang in there, buddy. Don't you dare drop below idle. Marginally annoying. The good news, Andy, is that the Harrier itself is only about 150 meg, so once you finally get your shit wired tight, you'll be good. There we go. So, right Windows and T for the idle. You press it to lift it up. You advance the throttles. You press it to lift it down again, and then you can pull the throttles all the way back again. It's a very strange, bewildering system, I must admit. Oh, cool. Awesome. I'm glad you had a much better time than I did with that, unless there's been a mini update. Okay. Don't worry, Andy. It's very simple. It does have an APU, is the simplest answer. So, step 1, Andy, DCS switch on. Step 2, this throttle here, that's your fuel cock, put that on as well. Step 3, battery, gen, and APU generator, all on. Step 4 rather, engine start. Then make sure your fuel props and your pumps are set forward as well. And that's what you need to get the engine turned on. Oh, please just be lag. If that happens again, I'm switching servers. That server is fucking useless. Awesome. Ooh, kebab, that's worse. I actually wonder if that's the reason why I'm getting so many lag spikes. I'm gonna quickly check that as well now. Kebab, thanks for making me think of that. DCS, you crashed, I get it. This is... It's an open beta, and it's early access for the Harrier, I get that, but this is still freaking annoying. And I was about the same. If it's any consolation, it moves fairly quickly towards the end. I was about an hour downloading my copy, Andy. Oh, there we go. They advertise Harrier, and it's through the Inferno, one of my favourite little servers. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me, Kebab. Andy, now, with this is why open beta is on open beta. They basically ask you to sign into your DCS account on the thing. There's in the top right corner, top left corner of the main screen, there's a thing that says Module Manager, and it scans for any unactivated keys. You log in if prompted. You select your module and hit the install button. If you own a module and you haven't got it installed, you hit the install button, and it's going to show up on your list, and it will do the torrenting bit. Very awesome. You don't have to go finding torrents on the front website. It is honestly, Andy, it is child's play. DCS have done a fairly good job of making the modules a little easier to install at least. It will, of course, it force closes DCS once it launches the module downloading app. So, Andy, honestly, it's not too bad in terms of getting the download done. Like the DCS world part itself is pretty awesome, but the servers right now are buckling under the massive workload of everyone just bumping from one server to the next when every single server crashes due to the number of people flying Harriers. If they just all spread out, it'd be fine, but everyone just wants to go from one place to the next, I think. Also, loading times are awful, but that might just be my really old ass computer. Here we go. 8 ends for everyone. A carrier, huh? Well, let's be a glutton for punishment. I know how to ramp start it. Might as well ramp start it in the Navy. That guy, no, I'm running on a potato. I'm running on a 2 gig SATA drive Uh, i7 3550K or 3800K, one of the two. 32 gigs of RAM and a GTX 680. So yeah, I can tell that's going to go well. Sorry, Kebab. The game is just not liking me at all. Good news is I'm taking off from a carrier. The bad news is I'm taking off from a carrier. I need my freaking head examined. Oh, there's a dead floating Harrier. Okay, so it goes without saying I'm going to be travelling light on this one. Ah! I bet someone smashed me. You are kidding me, right? Apparently I just caught fire. Right, I'll try the next another one more station, and if that doesn't work, I'm out of here. Ooh, that's very thoughtful. They've already given me a loadout. That's nice. Oh shit! Are you kidding me? That's a respawn issue. That's oh, I'm gonna get kicked for it too. Okay, I'm gonna rejoin the same place though. I'm not. That's just retarded. Alright, where are you? There we go. Yeah, that guy. I'd love to pick up an empty server. Guess what? There are no empty servers. Not ones I've got passwords to anyway. Everyone's just as soon as you turn up with kebab. The through the Inferno server crashed on general. Kebab, it's launch day for a new module. As soon as that happens, the servers melt. Everyone tries to hammer them. It's okay. That's not on you. It's not on me. It's just the way it is. All I'm really trying to do at this point in time is get myself into some sort of startup routine where I can start up the NFTs, I can start up the engine, I can start my load up, and basically just get everything set up the way it should be. Ooh, Revan, that's the joys of torrenting. You won't have far too long to go. You'll have moments in the middle. I'm trying to rejoin the same server, Kebab. And yes, it's in the middle between your legs. There's a section that says INS align C and then ILS align ground. Make sure you pick the right one, and then you can go over to ILS nav basically. I may be mistaken, but I believe that the INS is not fully set. No Kebab, same ones before, through the Inferno, the same place that it was before the game crashed, except I am one of the first people in, so I get the first seat in the carrier. This time I better not explode. Okay. Okie dokie. Wait a minute. Yeah, they better freaking not try it, man. They do have an auto start, I believe, but I'm doing the ramp start for the very simple reason I want to be familiar with where the buttons are, so when something explodes, I'm not surprised. Okay. Oh, you are kidding me. I'm fairly certain they actually just pulled the server down because it's broken. I just want to fly with my friends on launch day. Sierra Hotel it is. Your wish is my command. Apparently this is difficult. And this is not the norm. Through the Inferno server I personally find to be quite stable and fantastic because they support SRS and an awesome dynamic campaign script. But everything is buckling under the load of open beta with Harrier and everyone basically pillaging the servers trying to get it working. Numerous crashes, numerous explosions, and basically just a giant fuck ton of errors. Plus a brand new module that's never been fully soak tested, I bet. Because why would you soak test it? You know, you've had beta testers doing ages on it. Let's start from the ground this time. It seems to be safer. You're right, Revan. I'm not smart enough to do that. And I don't have the upload speed to stream and host a server. And I'm no interest in doing so anyway. Okay. Let's travel light. DCM, gun pod, sidewinder, sidearm. Pretty much kebab. Revan, once you've got it downloaded, you'll be able to do whatever you need to do. One thing I do love is the imagery. You've got the DCM pod in the middle, the gun pod side by side, and look at it. Look at the gun pod, it's smoky as fuck. It's looking used. I like that stuff. It's a nice ethic. Oh, I like how they lock it for me automatically. That's nice. It's very marine friendly. Okay, so from the start. DECS on. Fuel power. Fuel cock on. Fuel proportional. Yes. Left and right pumps. Forward. Don't touch the dumps. Don't touch the air refueling probe switch. Turn on the oxygen. Kebab, try older than that. AV8Bs have been around in some form or another since the 60s. Okay, maybe not AV8Bs, but you know what I mean. Battery power set. How many frames per second? I don't know, but it's mini burp as far as I'm concerned. I will call it little burp. APU armed. Okay, listening for a hum, which I have. Go away. Yes, I get it. The generator isn't set yet. That's fine. Allow me to fix your malfunction. With engine power! There's the hydraulic pressure and the brake pressure going up thanks to you actually having engine power. Okay. So to let you know what I'm doing there, yay kebab, well done. To let you know what I'm doing there, I am pressing right Windows key and T, which is their equivalent of the idle detent switch, pushing the throttle forward until it starts advancing, and then pressing the idle detent switch again. With the DCS on, that seems to manage the throttle for me. Keep it so that this is now the idle position. Throw the parking brake forward. Okay. So set up the following. I'm going to want to see what I'm dealing with, so let's turn on the RWR. Let's turn on the FLIR. Let's do an INS ground navigation alignment. And yeah, I've done better than that. I've put on 2 sidewinders and 2 side arms. We will put on SHD, their side, stores this side. Press the gun button when I feel ready for it. Looking. No EGI. Should I find you there? You must be on opposite ends of the map. Well, cheeky, I'd wave at you, but I can't. EGI exhaust gas intake. You might be thinking of this one, which is, I can't remember exactly what it comes out to be, but it's basically your jet propulsion temperature, or it's basically your jet plant temperature. Oh, GPS and INS, so you switch it to nav mode. There we go. I don't think there's an EGI as such, because Marines, they make do. I'm staying, don't worry. You know, if as soon as I try to do a vertical takeoff, I'm going to crash, right? Just putting that out there. Okay, Stovel mode engaged. V-stall in. Well, better put the lights on so people know I'm about to basically break myself. Let's get the stabilizers on. Should make my life just a little bit better. I should be. I'm not carrying huge amounts of biff. So let's get the throttle to 90%. I like how 90 degrees is not straight down. That makes perfect sense to me. Don't know about you. No, that's good. At least the nozzle is in the HUD, so I can fine tune it. Okay, so I've turned on the water pressure on. That guy right now it's instantaneous because there's buggage and early accessness. Uh, later on, I'm sure they'll be a bit more realistic. Cheeky, don't worry about it. It's going to be a while before I master the art of hovering. I'm just gradually throwing the throttle forward so I can get a feel for where the engine starts to bite. Okay, we're starting to get lightness. And we're rocking backwards. Right, so that's the throttle all the way forward. And we're barely getting takeoff. So you really need a lot less air. I am barely getting airborne like that. That is nuts. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. So yeah, taking off is it's a thing. Cheeky, you can't say nice job until I've taken off and landed. Problem was, Spawn, I was almost maxed out on power. I was just very, very heavy. I was obviously just way too heavy. You really have to respect the speed restrict. A vertical takeoff is, as far as I'm concerned, basically demonstration only. I see you, Cheeky. So, I'm going to toot some serious biff. And, I'm going to bring a targeting pod. Wow, that's cool, Spawn. Okay, so... But I'm sure he knew. He probably just chose to ignore it. Typical British humour would be, why would you fly in an aircraft called the Widowmaker? And they would basically say something along the lines of "Get good and stop being, get good and stop crying." Typical British fashion. Keep calm and carry on with it. If you want to fly, hand in your wings. Enjoy yourself, Revan. I'll hopefully catch you soon. Let's set the bingo to £2,000. And let's turn on power. Main screen go on now. Revan, I hope to be on for a fair little while tonight, but that'll be fine. Cheeky, you go put yourself on station for a while. I mean, you've got more than enough fuel for me to figure out how to get this thing in the air. I'm going to be doing a standard takeoff anyway. Just cheeky caution the Harrier on your right there. Wow. Oh, steam. Just kill steam, Andy, unless you really need it for some reason. Just honestly, I don't like unstable netcode for downloading. It is my pet peeve. Okay. Right, so they can see clearly I'm about to taxi. If they can't, then they're idiots. Okay, so what am I missing? Spawn, there probably is, but I refuse to use it. Honestly, I would not use an easy start, especially when I'm just learning the jet. Okay, so step 1, engine start. Step 1, engine start, throttles back. Get the engine start. Correct throttle forward. Throttle forward, use the idle tent cut off again, and just pull the engine power back because you've got DCS on. It will remember that you don't actually mean to put the throttle idle. It's a rather clever interrupt. So we're going to put that on that side because I can see maybe I think I'll be able to read that a bit better. I'll put the stores on this side because it's personal preference. I'll put the flaps to auto. We'll set them to Stuve. Anti-skid brakes are on. Yaw dampeners and other cool tricks are on. And what have we got down there? What error message are we dealing with now? Droop. Oh, that's letting me know, hey, your wings are down. So cheeky, I did not hear Bert, and if you're firing this close to the airbase and you hit something, you're going to get booted. Not by me, but by the admins. Oh, hello. Alright, time for this infamous Stovall takeoff. Right, so full power forward. Get some speed and some motion going on. And going up, please. That's a really cool trick. I'm going to raise the nozzles up just a little bit just to get myself a bit more forward velocity. Gonna trim her out a little because she's needing a good trimming likes. Okay, wrong way. Okay. Set this to nav mode. Get the trim finalized. Put the cruising mode on. Right, that's that. That's what that's for. Okay, cool. I can live with that. Okay, so apparently I'm going far too hot. Okay, so master arm on. Okay, selected. Okay, so okay, so Andy, I don't know yet. I'm still trying to. That's what I'm spending my time little playing around with. No wonder. No wonder I was having such trouble getting speed, running around with my gear out the whole time. Careless mistake. No problem, Kebab. Have a good time, man. Good call, Andy. Best of luck, man. Are you kidding me? Right, we'll try another vertical takeoff, this time with a little bit of a lighter payload. And if I can make my way east, I can grab a a top up. Something tells me I need to figure out all these controls. See if there's any clever little checklist items that they've added into the kneeboard from Razbam. Because all I'm seeing right now is all the boards. Nope.
Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear.
Yeah, I know.
Landing gear. 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 Landing gear.
Oh,
Landing
that
gear.
could get annoying.
Landing gear. 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 Request rearming. Landing gear. 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 Landing gear.
What is that? That's going to get really annoying.
Landing gear. 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 landing gear, 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 landing gear,
That is such an annoying tone.
landing gear, 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 landing gear,
I don't know where that test system is, but it needs to stop.
landing gear, 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 landing gear,
Request refueling.
landing gear,
Request
landing
rearming.
gear,
Copy.
landing gear, landing gear, landing gear, landing gear, landing gear, Caution, 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 caution.
Yep, Revan, I'm just currently listening to the tone of a sidearm to try and see if I can find my contact fairly before overflying it. I'll take a break from listening to that. Let's try a very flavoured part of making thralls do stuff.
Caution, 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 caution,
That is one heck of a way to get some instantaneous turn.
caution, 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 caution,
Yeah. Sidearm away. The fuck is that thing going? Splat. Rolling in. Oof. Ethan, I'm sitting on. Wait one. Sierra Hotel. Oh, it's a pretty clever trick, that. Whatever you're happy flying. I'm going to nominate it myself. Nice little spot.
landing gear, 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 landing gear.
Came in a little hot. It's a pretty hardcore loadout, like. Revan, you'd be more than welcome to. I'll should be able to keep pace with a MiG-21 for as long as you don't go blazing off with your afterburner.
Landing gear, landing gear. Warning, 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 warning.
Raven, I'm trying to find that out right now. I'm playing with a whole bunch of buttons to see what works. I don't see a way to do it. There will be a way, I've seen it demonstrated, but hell if I can figure it out. No, you should be able to have Flare. I've seen it demonstrated on pre-release, or pre-release if you know what I mean. Maybe it might be a 2.1 feature, I don't know, but there is availability for it, I do know that. Uh oh, this is going to end well. Oh well. Well guys, I've done plenty of streaming tonight. I've done numerous crashes and fired a couple of sidearms, so I'm going to take that as a start and we'll take it from there. I do love the module. It's looking really good, feeling really good. That hovering is going to be a challenge all of its own, so I'm hoping you enjoy that. Until then, I will catch you all sometime after now. See you there.